on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be doing a comparison video, or a competition like video. We're going to be comparing my Axial scx10 the Raw Builders Kit, and my trx4 Sport. Now these are both trail trucks, and they are both very different in how they perform, and we're going to be taking it through my backyard crawler course, which tests a lot of limits, like pushing the ground clearance and the center of gravity. And we're going to also test which vehicle performs better overall. So this is going to be comparison like video, and let's get right into it. First, I kind of wanted to give a little background on each car. I have had the trx4 Sport longer. Let's just take a look at what I've done. So, out of the box, I've added an EcoPower 120T servo with a Traxxas metal servo horn. I've added the offset hot racing steering link in my most recent video, and some RC four-wheel drive King shocks. I've also added a light kit. There's a light powered distribution block. And here's the light kit. There's no wires right now. I pulled them out. And I have added this whole rack and everything. So I'm gonna try to be as fair as I can. And I have added different tires on here. These are a Pitbull Growler 1.9s. So this truck has more upgrades, but at the same time, I put a lot of nice electronics in my Axial. So got the Hobby Wing 1080, Axial 35 turn motor, EcoPower servo, same that is in the Sport, and I got a radio link, radio and receiver in both cars. And we've got the Axial scx10 3 tires. One thing that is different is this is a 35 turn motor, and the trx4 Sport is a 21 turn motor, 550. So we'll see what has a little more torque, but I'm going to do a comparison, run through the track with both cars, and then give you a conclusion. So we're back in our spot, and you can see the footage, and I know it's a little hard to see everything, but I was attempting to one-hand drive, which is always hard, so that is a factor of I tried to cut out as much as I could of the trx4 because the reverse is weird on here. It's not the transmitter, I think it's my ESC. But let's start with the Axial. The Axial did really good because it's kind of lightweight, and out of the box stock, it has a lot of weight up front, especially with the battery being up front. And a side note, I was running on a nickel metal hydride battery. I was gonna run on a LiPo, but it wasn't charged. So that does affect the power. So that's something to keep in mind. The Axial kind of rolled over everything. It has tons of steering power. The tires grip a lot. So I really like how the Axial did. And this section, let's see, there's a section right up above me. Right here, there's both the trucks. So the Axial skid plate just slides over this, but the trx4 skid plate does get stuck on there a little bit. So that is something to note. I know Bauhaus RC makes a low CG skid or something for the trx4. So the Axial did really good in the course. One thing that is a little annoying is the suspension is a little stiff. So those are plastic shocks, the stock ones, and the oil, it's like 30 weight Axial shock oil. But on the elevated section with all the wood, a tire usually goes up in the air. I'm not sure if I got that on video, but it is something to note. And with the trx4, you can see kind of the difference in how they drive. The trx4, I feel like, is such a good trail truck. Like, it does good on the course, but for trailing, it's like my favorite car. The Axial is just like really good for competition and stuff, the way I've have it set up right now. But without the trx4 stock shocks on, it performs a little differently, which definitely matters because of those King shocks on, and it is a little stiff. They're a dual spring, especially through here. You can see it kind of like bounces around a little bit, but it doesn't bother me too much, and I still think they bolted really good. So here's my comparison video. Hope everyone enjoyed, and we'll catch you in the next one.